Some people told me I was wrong for this and shit. The homeboy over there that keeping it 100 told me I was wrong for not this very measured video. And I just would tell bro, man, like, hey, it's hard restraining myself and shit. YouTube on my bumper right now. They probably gonna give me the Cynthia G treatment at some point. It don't matter and shit. I'm just making another fucking channel, and I'm not monetized or nothing. Fuck, man. I'll never be monetized unless you motherfuckers give me some money, but ain't asking for none. And I just, I look at this female and she was talking about like she wanted her ugly nigga because nobody would have wanted shit. She didn't know why she wanted somebody to tell her motherfucking ass. She wants somebody to tell her motherfucking ass why that was and shit. Not just I had a simple retort. Just look in the mirror, motherfucker. Just look in the mirror and shit. Like this, she's purely. I look at this motherfucker. I'm like, sure, I seen this motherfucker back in the day on a Magic Shave commercial and shit. She was using the shit in the can. She was using that shit. This is a handsome bitch. Okay, she look like she's shipping out for war tomorrow. Facially speaking and shit. Big square head and shit. I wasn't surprised when I saw that she had like some titty balls on her chest, some fake titty balls, and maybe a fake ass and shit. I was like, you need that shit, girl. Because I was like, she had two kids, and the kids look relatively normal. Thankfully, they took after their fucking father. His genes were strong. The black man, his fucking genes is powerful and shit. Okay, and it saved these children and shit. They gonna have a normal life because they don't look like this motherfucking shit. She look like one of the motherfucking heads on the Easter Island and shit. That bitch like she like a living Olmec head. I feel like I felt violated just looking at her fucking ass and before she even said anything. I felt the violation and shit. She ain't ugly. You know. Yeah, it's like somebody stole some shit. They stole my time when I saw this bitch face before she even opened her mouth. She ain't ugly. She muggly and shit. I got mugged and ugly. I got muggly. Yeah, I got muggly, man. Yeah, she muggly and shit. That's a new word. I'm inventing that shit. This bitch is muggly. I'm sorry, I just laugh and looking at this shit because like I'm tripping, man. She look like she about 4 feet tall, and she ain't got no fucking education. She talking and chewing, gum. She got some perpetual gum smacking, tone and shit. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Back in the day, I ain't no great shakes. I'm just a regular middle of the road guy and shit back in the day. But leaving this motherfucker, I act like how black women act with niggas to her fucking ass and shit. I banged a lot of these, shits, but in my defense, they had an attribute and shit that I wanted. Okay, an attribute and shit, and they wasn't looking at my face directly. It wasn't no bullshit. She didn't get kissed. She kissed me below the belt. Okay, let's put it that way. Hate to be crass and shit, but like I feel like we need to return that same motherfucking energy to these bitches on all levels. Okay, on all levels. They've been doing this shit for decades with no signs of stopping this shit. The only way they're gonna learn is they get the same shit back. I had to go East Coast on this shit. I'm from the fucking Midwest, and I spent most of my young adult life on the West Coast and shit. All right, good. Luckily for me and shit, because where I come from, it's all fucked up. You see a bunch of these gorilla-looking motherfuckers walking around and bitches built like chicken McNuggets with limbs on it and shit, thinking they the shit. And then, I'm living on the fucking West Coast. I've been with like adult movie stars and shit. Imagine that shit. Then I go back to Shy and shit, and I see a bitch look like, she look like Hey Arnold and shit. Bitch look like Beaker on the Muppet Show. Bitch like this and shit, big shoebox head, giant robot face looking nigga, bitch Voltron face looking nigga. It's like I'm like, man, okay, she gonna take the mask off, right? This is a filter, right? It's a real mask. She gonna take off. We're gonna see a chick under there, and she never took her mask off. Yeah, I remember that. I mean, it's funny. I had been on the West Coast. I've been with some bad bitches, okay, kings. All right, I hate to be doing some locker room shit, but I've been with some bad motherfucking women. Like bitches where you go around and dudes want to shoot your ass because you fucked up. And then they hear this chick talking about she want an ugly nigga. I'm like, all you gonna get is an ugly nigga. Any nigga go with you made himself ugly and shit. He fucked his own self up. He self-mutilated and shit. You know what we used to call, women that look like her back in the day? We used to call these motherfuckers two baggers and shit. Not only do you put a fucking bag on her head, right? Not only do you put a bag on her head before you hit, you put a bag on your own head so you don't have a psychotic episode and shit after you busted on her and shit, okay? You be double checking those condoms, man. You be like putting 2 or 3 on them shits on your shit, and you be checking that motherfucker. You make sure that shit airtight before you hit. This bitch just looking at shit. She don't say nothing. I seen a lot. I'm telling you, about some hood rats, man. You know, L.A. hood rats. Okay, at least they had a below the neck. That bitch was like she could have been in King magazine and shit. I'll put it that way. You know, a fucking head. You know, even that bitch ain't look at me. He used to have a hole like this. You know, a real dark skin hole like this, but like she knew what it was and shit. And I gotta tell you, man, felt like she had a hand in her box. Okay, that's why I kept hitting that shit. At the end, I just said fuck it, cause she, you know, the bitch finally fessed up and said she was married and shit. She was married like an OG ass crip. The motherfucker like Faison Love with Michael Jackson's Jerry curl. I was out. I didn't go back in the whole area for like 2 years. I was like, man, fuck that shit. You know, I like moved. That's how bad it was. But like I enjoyed hitting that shit because she knew how to like she knew I didn't want to see her face. You know, she assumed the position. And this bitch knows that too. All right, she calling people ugly, man. This ain't no motherfucking bullying or nothing. This is a reaction video. Okay, fucking YouTube. This is a motherfucking reaction video. And this video is on all over the place, you know? Came off TikTok. It originated on TikTok. They allow that kind of shit, you know? It's like it was October, you know, so I guess it's warranted and shit, you know. That I had to step here and look at the nigga that he had none of my son's bed and shit, and I gotta keep the light on because this bitch in there, wait for us to go sleep so she can come out and do some shit, you know. Kind of hoe you see in your house and you follow around like you in a Korean hair shop and shit, hair and nail shop. You be following that bitch, see what she doing, and she in your crib at your house party or some shit, just visiting. Like, where you going? Oh, you going in the bathroom? Leave that door cracked, nigga. I'm gonna check all my shit when you come. Stay right there by the bathroom door while I check my shit. Hey man, some fucking cotton swabs is missing and shit up in this bitch. Some cotton swabs, nigga. Hey, empty your pockets out right now. Okay, take your motherfucking shoes off, dump them bitches. Well, let me look at your panties and shit. It's not like that, okay? You can look at my shit and see there's a limp dick, a limp ass noodle down there. Okay, that's how fucked off you is. Okay, nigga, you tore from the floor up. You whooped. You know why you be beating yourself like that? I'm gonna call protective services on you because you beat yourself up in the face, nigga. I'm sorry, she's purely handsome. Okay, she's handsome, man. She got like a square jaw, man. She got like the kind of superheroic jaw. You know, it was built for a 2 piece from a lesser nigga. Yeah, yeah, that one just she a hood booger, man. Okay, hood booger and shit. Okay, the only thing she got is an ass. You know, she want to get laid. I guarantee you, this bitch go in her closet and pull like a half of a Christmas tree box and put that shit on it, and it just comes all the way down to her waist, and you just see her ass out of that bitch, and that's how she get hit. Okay, you can put a plate on top of that shit and have a bite while you hitting that shit, fucking your life up. All right, yeah, this is my all the homies that told me I was wrong for that other video where I was much more reserved and everything. You know, I just do it. I'm faking the fucking shit because I'm telling you, YouTube on my bumper, man. I'll be checking around, man, because the Geek Underground. All right, I might have to change the name of this shit up. Gonna come up with some new shit, since Cynthia G got her fucking ass. She finally got terminated and shit by the motherfuckers, you know. Know what they say about white supremacy, man? They love breaking their toys. When they done with them and shit. They let that bitch go on Fox News and everything and shit. And she might as well take this motherfucker on. I want Cynthia G to like be on Fox News again, or that the dog show was whatever, the antique road show when they had them dogs. And take this bitch on, let her do some tricks or something, to have her crawling around on all four. Like this one of my viewers and shit. It's one of my standard viewers who support me and shit. And I'm taking her to the dog show. I want to get a blue ribbon. Have that bitch jump over some bales of hay, do some tricks or something, stand up on the hind legs, throw like a biscuit in her mouth. Yeah, pretty fucked up, right? No, nobody thought I could go wrong. I'm telling you, this bitch is muggly, man. You feel like you got mugged when you just look at her fucking ass and shit. They don't say nothing, bitch. Don't say nothing to me, motherfucker. Okay, you ain't riding in the front seat with me. Okay, you getting in the back seat, ducked down with a blanket on your ass. I got that shit in my trunk, nigga. You might get in the trunk. And I drive to that fucking hourly motel and shit. You getting out that motherfucker sneaking in and shit. You hope you don't get your ass capped. Somebody might see your ass think it's like a cryptoid or some shit, a cryptid. You hit that shit and you get the fuck out quick. That bitch doing something like she go sit on the toilet, take a piss, and you run out and shit. Yeah, I've been down them roads, bro. I ain't never say I was like I'm not coming here as a paragon of virtue or nothing, but a regular person that been down roads you kings don't want to go down, okay? All right, I had to go in hard and shit. I'm gonna consider this a side B to the other video that I produced this shit, okay? Alright? Fuck it, man. Keep up give them that same energy back. When they give it to you, even if you don't know who the fuck they talking about, man. Give them that same energy because they don't think nothing of the shit they say. They don't have no decorum, no home training. There's been generational ignorance and shit that bred this motherfucker. And maybe she could have been a productive person in society and shit if she had some parents or anyone in her life that gave us half of a shit. And the fact that she's a mother warrants me to make this clapback and shit. This been your motherfucking clapback, motherfucker, from the black patriarchy, okay, bitch? Alright? SYSBM equals save yourself, black man.
This message has been paid for by the Dusties. Yes, the niggas you love to hate.